Imagine a life with less stress and more joy, less uncertainty and more clarity, less chaos and more peace. By learning how to be more mindful and adding simple meditations to your life, all of these things are possible and even more. When you look at the snow globe, you can see a little bit of how our mind works. When we get busy, stressed, or have a lot of thoughts, we lack clarity and it can feel cloudy. Meditation is a tool that we can use to calm our busy minds, and that gives us the opportunity to make better decisions with clarity. Meditation is simple, relaxing, and a great way to find peace.
Today, we are going to explore the basics of mindfulness and meditation. By the time we are finished together, you will have a clear understanding of what mindfulness and meditation is and how to apply it in your everyday life. At the very end, I will reveal to you one of the most empowering secrets for inner peace and for creating the life you want. My name is Sabine Buhlmann, and I have helped hundreds of people to overcome anxiety and stress so they can live their ideal life of purpose. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get started. Perhaps you have heard of meditation or know someone who has added meditation to their life. Some people feel uncertain about exploring meditation because they think it is strictly a religious act, or perhaps it is too wishy-washy or voodoo for them. But millions around the world from all backgrounds are implementing different forms of meditation to improve all areas of their lives. Recently, science has been confirming something that some have known for centuries. Meditation is like going to the gym for the brain. A study from the University of California discovered that meditators have more gray matter in the regions of the brain that are important for attention, emotional regulation, and conceptualizing new ideas or insights. Another researcher from Harvard Medical School said that even 5 to 10 minutes of meditation per day can provide benefits to the brain. 90% of meditators in a Massachusetts medical school study experienced a significant reduction in anxiety. The bottom line is, regardless of your beliefs, location, age, career, spirituality, or attitude, meditation can dramatically impact the quality of your thinking. To get started, I want to take you through an exercise designed to show you how your breathing and your thinking are connected to each other. When you're stressed and are thinking a lot of negative thoughts, often your breathing is rapid and shallow. For example, if you ever watch scary movies, there may be times when you forget to breathe because you're so focused on the scary scene. On the flip side, when you're having a break and you are relaxed, your breathing is calm and deep. As you can see, the breath always reflects what's going on in the mind. First, we are going to count the number of your breaths for 1 minute. One breath equals one inhalation and one exhalation. So only keep track of how many exhalations you have. It is important that you don't try to change how you're breathing. Just breathe as you naturally would. So sit straight and just relax the body and have your eyes closed and bring your attention to the breath. And you can start counting your exhalations now. Keep counting for another 45 seconds. "30 seconds to go." Keep counting 15 seconds more. And now stop counting the breaths. Find some place to write down the number of exhalations you had so you can remember that number. We are going to come back to this number in a few minutes after our meditation. In the meantime, let's explore the meaning of mindfulness. The official definition of mindfulness is the awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. The way I understand this is that mindfulness teaches you how to be present during the day, how to live in the moment with openness and compassion for yourself and for others. This picture demonstrates how many of us go through our lives. The clouds here are a symbol of our thoughts. Often we are so trapped in our own thoughts that we cannot see what is really going on around us. We sometimes call this state autopilot. Have you ever driven your car to work and when you arrive there, you realize you don't really remember how you got there? Another example of being on autopilot is when you misplace your keys or cell phone and cannot remember where you put it. All these things happen when we are not present, not in the moment. I love this little cartoon. Have you ever felt this way? This little cartoon is a great reminder of how our minds see things differently. I think these characters demonstrate the perfect definition of what mindfulness is. Are you going through life trapped in the thoughts in your mind? Or are you actually present to see what is happening around you? A US study of 2,250 people found that we, as humans, spend a surprising amount of our time each day in a state of mind wander or being mentally checked out. Do you think the answer is 35%, 42%, or 47%? Believe it or not, they discovered we spend 47% of our time in a state of mind wandering. And a second study they did revealed that most of that activity doesn't make us happy. The bottom line is, as a species, we are called human beings, but we oftentimes act like human doings. When you look at your current life, do you feel like you spend more time being or doing? One of my favorite quotes that sums this research up comes from the comic Calvin and Hobbes by Bill Watterson. He says, "We are so busy watching out for what's just ahead of us that we don't take time to enjoy where we are. Practicing meditation teaches us to stay present so that we can enjoy more where we are. Now, I'm excited to teach you how to meditate." Before we begin, I want to talk to you about your posture. The best way to sit for a meditation is either cross-legged on a pillow or comfortably on a chair. Either way, you want to sit with your back straight, your shoulders and face relaxed, and imagine you were being pulled up by a string from the top of your head with your chin tucked in slightly. Your hands rest on your thighs with your palms facing up, or your one hand could be cupping the other hand in your lap. If you're sitting on the ground on a pillow, aim to keep your knees level with your hips. If you're sitting in a chair, keep your feet flat on the floor and avoid leaning back. The most important thing is that you're sitting comfortably during the meditation, so you are not distracted by any body sensations. I'm going to guide you through a mindfulness of breath meditation, and I will explain to you now how it works. So this is your focus. And what you do, you just start focusing on the breath. You can start focusing on the breath here on your abdomen, at the chest, or at the nostrils. Just pick your best place. So let's say you focus on your abdomen. What will happen after a couple of seconds is your mind will wander.
And when you notice that your focus is no longer on the breath, then just bring it back to the breath. And the same after a couple of seconds again, your focus will wander again. And then important, don't judge it. Because when you start judging and say, oh my God, now I failed at meditation, you create more turmoil. So just noticing it and bring it back to the breath. So when we start focusing, we stop thinking. And that's how the mind can calm down.
I would now like to guide you through a mindfulness of breath meditation. Settle into a comfortable sitting position. Sit with a straight back and relax your shoulders and your face. Slowly close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. Again, inhale deeply and exhale and relax. And then just let the body breathe by itself. Now bring your awareness to the breath in your abdomen. Observe how with every inhalation your abdomen rises, and with every exhalation your abdomen falls. Just have your full attention on your breath. Bring your attention to the belly as it expands with the in-breath and it deflates with the out-breath. Just stay in touch with the breath moment by moment and breath by breath as best you can. Be fully aware of the fact that you are breathing. As soon as you feel the breath, you are in the present moment, in the here and now. Also notice the gaps between the in and the following out breaths. Don't try to control your breathing in any way. Just let the body breathe by itself. You don't have to achieve anything. Be with your breath and with your experience. Sooner or later, your mind will wander away from the focus on the breath. You'll start thinking, organizing, planning, worrying, or daydreaming. That's all perfectly okay and not a mistake. That wandering is what minds do, and it's normal. When you notice that your focus is no longer on the breath, then simply bring it back to the breath without judging, and then just feel the in and the out breath. You can also make a light mental note that I was planning, thinking, organizing, worrying, or daydreaming. Then gently come back to your breath in the belly and feel the in and the out breath. Meditation is not about getting anywhere, stopping your thoughts, or emptying your mind. It's more about learning to observe what is and not reacting to it or judging your thoughts. Meditation is also a way to practice being more patient and aware of your senses. Use the breath as an anchor to reconnect with your awareness and the present moment. When you connect with the breath, you're connecting with the stillness in you, a place in you that is bigger than thinking, a place of wisdom and peace. So slowly come back to the breath, focusing on the breath. Inhale deeply and really feel the breath fill the deepest part of your lungs before exhaling. Again, inhale and exhale. Soon I will ring a bell and then you can slowly open your eyes. Now we are at the end of the meditation, so for the next 60 seconds, I want you to count how many exhalations you have. Please count your breaths starting now. Keep counting for another 45 seconds. "30 seconds to go. Keep counting 15 seconds more. Please stop counting now. Did you notice a difference in the number of exhalations you had from when we first counted until now? Usually the number of breaths we have go down after the meditation. This exercise was designed to show you that meditation can calm the mind. And when your mind calms down, your breath calms down too. Likewise, when you calm down the breath, the mind calms down too. Now that we have completed the meditation, I want to ask you a few questions about your experience. So, number one, how did you feel before and how do you feel after the meditation? What were you distracted by? Was it sound, body sensations? What took your focus away from your breath and into your thoughts? What thoughts popped into your mind? Were they planning thoughts, daydreams, organizing thoughts, worrying thoughts? A lot of people have a misunderstanding about meditation. It's not that you should not have any thoughts or that the mind needs to be completely empty. Thoughts are always coming and going, just like clouds in the sky. It's important to not overreact to distractions and lose yourself to them. When you're distracted by sounds, feelings, or negative thoughts, it's not that you should push those thoughts away, but more that you learn how to be with those thoughts and then eventually bring your attention back to your breath, helping you to feel centered again. The meditation we just completed was a formal meditation, meaning you sit down, focus on the breath, your breath wanders away, and you bring your focus back to the breath. The goal of formal meditation is to learn how to be present. Once we feel the breath, we are in the present moment because we stop thinking and start focusing. Another way to practice being present is through informal meditation. This type of meditation is when you are not sitting down, but instead we are practicing being present while we are doing routine tasks. For example, there may be times when you take a shower and your physical body is there, but your mind might already be at work or stressed about something in life. Your mind easily drifts off into the worst case scenarios for situations that have not even happened yet. So, a way to practice informal meditation is to notice and feel the water on your skin, to smell the soap, to see the water. Use all your senses to bring your attention back into the present moment. Taking a shower, which is part of your regular routine, can actually become the perfect place to practice being in the moment, and it can be very relaxing. There are many other places you can experience informal meditation. When you wash your hands, you can experience the water on the skin, the temperature of the water. You can see the water flow, smell the soap. Just be fully present while washing your hands. Or the next time you go for a walk, you can feel your feet touch the ground, feel the posture of your body, explore if you are holding some tension in your body, study the beauty that is around you, feel the breeze on your face, or how the air touches your skin, the temperature around you. You can listen to the sounds of the animals. It might be overwhelming at the beginning to notice all these things, so perhaps pick one or two things to really focus on. I want you to imagine you are at the restaurant about to eat a big, green, healthy salad. How could you practice an informal meditation in this situation? What senses would you pay the most attention to? Before you eat the salad, maybe you start by just looking at the food, noticing the different colors, and being thankful for what you have. Maybe you're mindful of how many people are involved in bringing the food to your plate. Smelling the food before eating it introduces a whole new experience to your salad. Perhaps you feel the texture in your mouth. Observe how the taste in your mouth changes with each vegetable. Oftentimes, we eat just to swallow it. But if you slow down the process and experience the food in the present moment, you gain a whole new respect for it. The key to being in the present moment is through your senses. As soon as you smell, see, hear, taste, or experience things in a conscious way, you can find your way back into the present moment. This is the practice of informal meditation. At the beginning of our time together, I promised I would reveal the most empowering secret for creating the life you want to have right now. The secret is you have the ability to choose your thoughts instead of your thoughts controlling you. This is important. You are 100% in charge of what thoughts you pay attention to and the way you respond to your thoughts. Knowing that you are in charge of your thoughts means you are also responsible for the outcome of your life. Many people live their entire lives controlled by the thoughts they are thinking. But when we come to the realization that we can choose the thoughts we think, we have the power to create our ideal life. The most empowering way to gain control over your thoughts is by learning the skill of meditation. The practice of regular meditation allows you to create a space between the thoughts you think and yourself. And it is critical to understand that you're not your thoughts. The thoughts you think are different than who you are, because you have the ability to observe your thoughts. Meditation also is a great way to find calmness. When you experience a deep level of stillness on a regular basis, you start to align with the peace and joy in you and in all areas of your life. By being fully present and choosing to think empowering thoughts while in a state of calmness, you will discover the path to finding peace. Now that you have explored how to be present, you need to practice. You can practice being present with both formal and informal meditation. I would encourage you to pick 2 informal meditations to implement for the next week. You could practice while washing your hands, eating your meals, showering, brushing your teeth, walking the dog, or any other activity that you notice you do mindlessly throughout your day.
If you want to explore working with me, please visit my website lifecoachingmeditation.com/free session. During this session, we will uncover the obstacles that are holding you back and create a clear vision of what your best life might look like. So have fun living a more mindful life.